What is up, my tricksters? It's your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero back again with a fun deck profile. I'm not gonna lie, I have been seeing some views kind of tank lately, and I think that that's just a testament to how Yu-Gi-Oh! Just isn't really fun right now. So that's why I've done like mostly fun decks. So earlier this week, you guys saw the Armed Dragon deck. At least the diehards did. I hope you guys found that fun and enjoyable. Just remember, if you hate Flawanderees, it's a great deck to play. Just saying. Anyway, and today we're gonna talk about another fun deck with another really interesting thing. We are gonna have to play a card that we don't want to play, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, but before we get into that, Frank is gonna let you know how you can support this channel. Take it away, Frank.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to show you how to support this channel, because if you don't do it, I'm going to put a Cyber Dragon in your hardware, and it's going to bite you every time you buy something that isn't from the spring store. You hear me? Now buy a shirt with my face on it. Here's how you're going to do that. You're going to come over here. You see this little black dot? You're going to click on it. And you see this? It's going to bring you to a white page. Okay, there it goes. Then it's going to bring you to a page. You see all this stuff? This one right here is the one you want to buy, because it's got my face on it. You might also be able to support this channel by, going and clicking in the description of any video and buying a sleeve from your playmats. But they don't have to, if they don't have my face on it, I'm gonna be mad about it.
Thank you, Frank. Now, buy a t-shirt with Frank's face on it so he'll stop, giving me the evil glare. It's kind of creepy. And I'm not gonna lie, it's giving me insomnia. Alright, let's go check out that replay footage, and then we'll talk about the deck profile. So, let's do it. And there you have it, guys. This was the Frostosaurus deck in action, or Phantasm Frostos. I don't know. This is just an odd deck that I am playing with here. So let's go over it. The Frostosaurus deck consists of triple Frostosaurus. This is our boss monster. This is our go-to monster. And this is heavily based off of a Terror King Salmon deck from another content creator whose name escapes me at the moment. I got inspired by that build, and then I chose to, okay, kind of looking at my collection, how could I build something similar? And this is what I came up with. I obviously don't have some of these cards, like Evenly Matched, Lightning Storm, but, you know, I tried to throw as much stuff as in there as I can, and with these more just for funsy videos, like what I've been making lately, I figured it was okay if I kind of bent the rules a little bit for decks that I actually owned. Anyway, so we got Frostosaurus here. You know, we're playing a dinosaur deck, kinda. Then we got our One Planet Pathfinder. This is our last monster. This is just to get us to our field spell, Pacifist, the Phantasm City, aka Umi. Then we got a double Raigeki. I got a double Lightning Storm and a Harpy's Feather Duster. Name of the game is Break the Board. So, we're definitely doing that in spades. Whether it's front row, back row, or somewhere in between. Then we got our Fish Sonar. This card is what allows us to actually play Frostosaurus. Basically, if we have our Pacifist up because it counts as Yumi, we get to add this to our hand and special summon another copy. Now, this could have been done with Megalomasher if I really wanted to, but I thought it would be more fun to go with a bigger dinosaur and something that I personally enjoyed, so yeah. Of course, I could also probably be talked into, like, you know, building something with this again, like, you know, with Megalomasher in it too, but because there was a few games, I'm not gonna lie, where maybe having more monsters would have helped. But it is what it is. And then we got our Pot of Extravagance, because our extra deck really isn't all that important. I mean, it's there if we could and use it, we'll use it, but it's really not important or relevant. Yeah, more board breaking, Dark Ruler no more. We basically turn off the board so we can play Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, we basically look at the board and went, Kame. I'm just kidding. Terraforming, again, to get to the Pacifist City. And then we got the Fury of the Kairushin. This searches for torrential tribute, as well as it will protect our water monsters from dying from effects like torrential, Geki, lightning storm, etc. It doesn't come up very often, but you know, it's just another card to thin the deck out. All right, this one's actually really funny. Monarch Stormforth. So basically, one of the things we can do is we can tribute over problematic monsters and summon our Frostosaurus, and that's just uber fun. It's kind of like almost like an old school kaiju. It turns our Frostosaurus into a kaiju almost, only we don't have to give it to our opponent. Excuse me. It is late at night when I'm recording this, so forgive me if I yawn a little bit. Then we got the Pacifist City. This is going to give us a token. And make sure you play something with something like aquatic on it. I don't want you guys to get banned by Konami. I could make fun of Konami all day. Anyway, basically you can get a token, and there's lots of shenanigans you can do with this deck where you can get rid of the token, then get another token for free. It's really funny. Then we got Mystic Mine. Unfortunately, we have to play a single copy of Mystic Mine. I don't like playing Mystic Mine. But unfortunately it's here, so we're gonna have to use it. Sometimes it's a powerful stall weapon, so we have to use it so we can continue to play the game and get to the field spell we actually want. Then we got Evenly Matched, like I said at the beginning of the video, or towards the beginning of this part of the video. The name of the game is Board Break. Board break, board break, board break. We want to break their board so we can play the game, and that's why we have so much. Geki, Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler, Evenly Matched. It's all just break the board so that our weenie monsters can actually do some damage. And it actually comes up. Then we have a Phantasm Spiral Battle. It's just a free pop. That's all it is. It's just a free pop. Torrential. Blow up the field. This is one of those cards I was mentioning that where we can kind of like screw with our opponent a little bit. Like, we get a token, get a search, flip torrential on the summon of one of their monsters. Their monsters are gone, and then they activate something else to get another monster. Oh, look, I get another token. It's hilarious. Anyway, I have been cussed out a few times. Anyway, then we got Spiral Power. Believe it or not, this does come up. This is the impermanence of this deck, but it also has another thing. Because it can be activated in the damage step because it changes attack and defense. So it makes the opponent's monster lose 1,000 attack and defense, which does come up. It just does. There's been a few monsters that are like, I can't die by card effects. I'm like, they can now. And they can die by battle. So that's always fun. And then we got Metaverse. This is kind of a fun little card because, like I said, your opponent can do something quick, activate the Metaverse, get this card, get a token. It's hilarious. And then we got a Sea Stealth Attack. This turns all of our water monsters, including the token you get off of Phantasm, Pacifist the Phantasm City, into Catasters. That's that old school synchro. And this thing is like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna blow it up. Doesn't matter. You attack my level 5 or higher water. Blow it up. And then of course we can also use this with shenanigans. Shenanigan plays protect our back row. So we like banish the token that you get off Phantasm City, and then protects all the back row, and then of course they'll activate something, give us another token, possibly get another search. Hilarious. Hilarity ensues. Also, fun fact about this trap card, if these cards are in the graveyard, you flip this, you get it back. And that's always fun, because it'll activate it straight from the grave. The sideboard is very up to you. Like, I just kind of like... I got stuffed against a lot of Runic players. It's just like Monday, I hate the Runic deck. I really do. I cannot... If I could be in the boardroom with the guys who came up with that deck, I would slap all of them. Like, just... all of them. In the face. And I mean, I'm gonna leave red marks and teeth are coming out. Because that deck is annoying. Stop making alternate win conditions, Konami. We want to battle each other. God. Get it through your thick skulls. Anyway. Let's get to the extra deck. We got Link Kuriboh. Just, off chance we have a level 1 we want to get rid of. Because between dinosaurs and heroes, you're going to want this card in your extra deck because you're probably going to need it so you can play the game. Link Spider, another card that kind of just, get rid of a normal monster. Get rid of the token. Link Climb. IP, if we can make this, we can do all sorts of things. Blocker, this is mostly just to get back field spells. Then we got Transverser here. This is just kind of like, if you can summon this, I'll be shocked. But if you can get it out there, you'll get basically, do shenanigans with swapping monsters. Starboy, water monsters, you're all getting a water boost, searching, all that good stuff. Then we got Cerberus, Pop, the Water Charmer. If we're up against a water deck, I mean, potentially we could make this, take one of their water monsters, and then, actually Link Climb. But it's a big if. Nightmare Phoenix, pop a back row. Unicorn Swizzling back, just because I like it. That's why it's in here. You can't summon it, I don't think. But in the off chance you can, here it is. So, I mean, if I could get it... I mean, there's one way I could get it out. If I got IP and Link Spider on the field at the same time, I could get it out. But that's not likely. Another not likely, but if I got it out, negates. OTK, if I got it out, again, not likely. And then another negate. Like, I could take 2 Frostosauruses and make this. Like I said, the extra deck here is mostly just, if you can, great. More than likely, it's just fuel for the extravagance plays. So you can go plus. Our sideboard, like I said, is mostly just for, Runic and, all the stuff I'm coming across. So I have, Dark Holes, because sometimes I need to get rid of my monsters. Lava Golem, more board breakers, but a different kind of board breakers, Don't Destroy. Called by... I mean, hand traps don't really affect this deck because it does so much drawing and searching. You could waste an Ash at any point in time. And I do mean you could waste an Ash. Easy. Another Sea Stealth, sometimes it does come up. And then we got Iron Wall. Again, this is just in here for Runic because Runic annoys me. So I flip this and go, well, I guess I'm not going to deck out now. Give them the middle finger. skill drain, because sometimes they're going to force us to go first, and if they force us to go first, I want to have another way to kind of like mitigate problems. So I figure, okay, cool, take out the Dark Rulers, throw that in there, you know. And then for my fellow trap decks, like Altergeist, you know, Eldritch, you know, those kinds of deck, you know, or Guru Control, we have the one of Red Reboot, if we can pull it off. I mean, we already have some main deck spot removal, and we have a lot of main deck board breaking for those decks, so it's not too concerning, but Red Reboot would add to it. Like, if I was up against a Eldritch deck, Regeki may not be the best card for that, so I just, you know, swap. Anyway, there you go, guys. This was the Frostosaurus Phantasm Frostosaurus deck. I don't know. I'm going to call it the Frostosaurus deck. That's what I'm calling it. Just, you know, we're giving our opponent the cold shoulder. I know, I'm not funny. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you liked it. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.